In college football, ESPN reports that the NCAA has just denied Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby's petition to be reinstated for the 2026 season. Sorsby was declared ineligible last week due to his involvement in gambling. In the NBA, The Athletic reports the Cleveland Cavaliers do plan to retain Kenny Atkinson as head coach and are not expected to make major changes to the front office or coaching staff. In Major League Baseball, former Atlanta Braves slugger Bob Horner has passed away at the age of 68. Bob Horner hit 218 career home runs, including 4 in one game against Montreal back in 1986. In the NFL, former Miami Dolphins star defensive lineman Manny Fernandez has passed away at the age of 79. He anchored their famous no-name defense to a pair of Super Bowl titles, including their perfect season. I'm Isaac Lowenkron.
It feels good to be back.
Right.
Back to the grind on a Tuesday that feels like a Monday. And yesterday was a Monday that felt like a Sunday, so it's like Monday never happened, guys. But here we are.
That was deep.
Wait, I'm confused.
Today's a Tuesday that feels like a Monday. And if you get confused, Danny G, it's a Taco Tuesday, so enjoy my Luchador t-shirt. Shouting out the Vatos Locos on this Taco Tuesday. Yeah, but don't even pay that. LeBron, I don't know. He's on my S list. He wants no pay cut even if he goes to Cleveland. Come on with this guy. But anyway, we have NBA to talk. Hope you had a Knicks sort of night. We have games to play. We're back in studio, and we be rocking out. Let's go. Ooh. Hey, Rich, can I say if you missed our action-packed Memorial Day show yesterday, we know Fitzy held it down, but we filled in for Dan Patrick, and if you missed it, Big Poppy stopped by, and Poppy was on the big stage yesterday, and he slayed. If you missed any of yesterday's show, we had a lot of fun. Got a little controversial. We talked Jaxson Dart introducing Trump. Some heated discussions.
That was fun. Let's do that again.
Oh,
for 2 hours. Let's go.
Yeah, if you missed it, I want to urge people to check it out on the YouTube page at Covino and Rich FSR, in for DP yesterday, or wherever you stream your podcasts. Search Covino and Rich, and of course, we're streaming live right now at Covino and Rich FSR. I'm Covino with my Foo Fighters Luchador mask shirt on for the Taco Tuesday. Rich Davis, I don't even see you, bro. You're in camouflage.
I'm wearing my camo hoodie.
I just see a floating head here.
Not that anyone cares. But Iowa Sam's here. I'm kidding. Not that anyone cares about my shirt, Sam. We care about you.
Oh,
hi, Sam. How are you? We missed you, buddy.
Sammy, sweetheart, we missed you, man. But it's good to be back in studio. I've been traveling like LeBron James, just traveling all over the place, man. I was in Idaho. I stopped in Chicago for a minute. I was in Jersey. I was in Asia. Now back in studio.
What are you, Carmen Sandiego?
Yo, bro.
Idaho Vino.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
I was saying I missed you yesterday. Not that the substitutes, not that the Iowa Sam's backup players aren't good, but without you, Sam, it's not the same, buddy boy.
Just as long as there were no meltdowns or disasters.
You know what I said yesterday?
And I'm good with that.
I told Covino this. The guy that substituted for you?
Yeah, the understudy.
The
Sam understudy.
You had your substitute board up?
In for Sam, the understudy. Oh, I want my money back.
Yeah. You know, by the way, that's a fun fact. If you go to a Broadway show in New York City and you get bamboozled and they're like, who'd be on Broadway? Bryan Cranston won't be performing today. It's so-and-so. You can get your money back. They let you, get a refund.
Didn't your dad complain when Hugh Jackman wasn't there?
My dad went to New York City from Connecticut.
Oh, I can't wait to see Hugh Jackman.
I mean, he's the greatest showman.
It was a long drive, Richie.
I drove,
I'll
an
tell
hour.
you, Wolverine is my favorite Broadway actor.
And they said, Hugh Jackman's not performing today. My dad's like, I'm not having it.
I want a refund ASAP.
So, Sam, yesterday, props to Mark. He did a great job. But I said to Covino didn't notice it. Anytime one of us said anything mildly humorous, he played the laugh track sound effect like it was an 80s sitcom.
Yes.
And I was like, I in the intercom, Danny, did you hear me? I'm like, yo, bro, you got to cool it with the laugh track.
I heard you.
I just thought I was slaying it. I thought I was being extra funny.
He thought he was on an episode of Three's Company, and Mr. Roper was overhearing something.
Yeah, man. I thought I was just killing it yesterday.
Jack, it doesn't fit.
So
I was upset about it. But I got like 3 laugh tracks in a row. And I'm like, man, this is actually kind of cool.
It was boosting my confidence.
I mean, it must be hilarious today.
I was like, wrecked him, damn near killed him. So anyway, if you missed our show yesterday, it really was a fun one in for Dan Patrick.
And if you don't believe it was fun, I don't know what you're listening to. You heard all the laughs in the first hour?
Watch the show on YouTube or stream the podcast. But
We
I'm gonna join the
debuted a
chat.
new prize too.
Oh yeah, we debuted our new prize, which is
For the summer. We'll talk about it next hour right before we do Last One Standing.
Look at that.
There's
What a
a tease
tease
for you.
All right, can we start the show with the New York Knicks? We touched on this yesterday morning, filling in for DP, but I get it. Everyone had their Memorial Day plans. You were driving around to your cookouts and barbecues and all the fun. I know a lot of rainouts on the East Coast, Danny G. Out here in L.A., we take for granted that it's sort of mild at worst at times, right? I was talking to my dad, speaking to my dad. It's like, all weekend. Until Monday, late afternoon, it was raining. So I know like New York, Philly, Connecticut, Boston, like the Northeast did not have that like kickoff to summer beach pool type of weekend. So, hey, my apologies. But you had your Knicks sweep the Cleveland Cavaliers, New York. And what I thought was interesting, and I said this yesterday to Covino.
What was interesting is how bad they dominated them. Like,
Right?
where was the fight from the Cavs? 130-93?
Bro,
Weak.
I had like way too many Rugrats running around my house. We had my son's baseball team over, and the dads and I were watching the game.
The Knicks just dominated that entire series.
They
And just
must-
when you thought that the Cavs would show some fight,
In
they
the
dominated even more.
There was a run in the first half that must have happened when I looked away because it was 27-23 or 27-24, like a close enough game. I think I went to go get a couple cocktails in the garage fridge, replenished the guacamole, and by the time I came back out, I'm like, Knicks are up by 20?
Yo, nuts.
So, yeah, they're dominating. So there's 2 questions at hand here. When you have to wait around for like a week plus, is that just great rest for a team that played all year, or is that like
that's a little too much time. I hate that.
Is that a momentum killer, or is that narrative BS? And you don't believe in that?
I think in baseball it's a momentum.
Like my
killer.
dad was saying, guys like Bridges that are finally playing up to their potential. He's like, do you think they want to sit around for a week now?
You don't want any team to ever get cold, especially when the Knicks are so hot right now. Like, they are gelling on every level. So I don't ever think it's that great of a thing. They don't seem to be that banged up. But I guess rest is good. It's just a lot of rest. No, Danny G?
It just takes you at least a half of the first NBA Finals game to kind of get back into your rhythm.
Yeah, like, that's a long time to wait around.
As long as it's not over 1 week, I would say, for NBA.
Like Isaac, when you're not on our show for a little while, does it take you a good 20 minutes to really feel the flow? Get into your game mode?
No offense, but you guys are pretty simplistic, so no. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are so like easy to be around that it makes it easy. So it's more about you guys than me. Probably not the first time you've been called easy, but this is a different context.
You should have knew me in my 20s. I was simple.
Maybe I did.
Did you ever wear a wig at no? Isaac, let me ask you, do you think that the Knicks a week rest plus is like not a good thing? Like, do you feel like in their mind, like 2 days from there, they want the finals to start? Or is that a BS narrative?
Here's your litmus test. Are 10-day layoffs ever talked about in the subsequent playoff series after game 1? The answer is no. Just don't be like Pat Riley. Take them to Santa Barbara for a boot camp and have 2 guys blow out their hamstrings like the Lakers in '89, and you'll be cool.
You know what? Rich and I took a much-needed break recently. Rich was in Hawaii. Danny G went to Hawaii, and I went to Korea. Remember we talked about it?
It was so weird. A spider crawled to me. I found this medallion.
Yeah. So Rich was surfing with Greg Brady, and yeah, he was there with the whole bunch. But when we came back, you said numerous times off the air, man, takes me a little bit to get my footing. Remember, you're like, I feel like I forget how to do radio until a few shows in, and we start flowing and gelling again. And
I've worked with you for decades. But,
I don't know if that applies everywhere, but that's a long break.
I've worked with you,
especially when you're hot.
I've worked with you for decades. Oh, thanks. Oh, you mean the
no, I mean the Knicks. Like, you want to keep that momentum going.
But when you do what we do every day, I was Sam, Danny G, we chop it up every day. We have fun. You're in a flow. We go from doing our Patreon podcast. You're recording your Sirius XM stuff. We're kicking ass here on Fox Sports Radio. And then for a week, you turn it off. You tell, like, the first segment, you're probably like, all right, let me get back in. So maybe the first half, like
We're
Danny
not
G
saying
said.
it's the same, but there might be a little something there. Now, if the Knicks were really banged up and, you know, you could visibly see, like, they didn't look gassed. They look fired up. I'm sure a little rest could help, but I don't think they need all that, man.
I guess what
I don't
I'm
think it's
saying-
going to help them or work to their advantage in any way. I just hope they don't get out of rhythm as a result.
I guess what I'm saying is after winning 11 straight playoff games and looking as dominant as they've been, do you guys believe in the narrative that too much rest is bad? In the NFL, we've talked about teams saying that bye week isn't necessarily a great thing. Like, I don't know,
I
man.
just think in certain sports and in certain things, it's worse than others. You know, I think you could lose your shot and you could lose your momentum and rhythm, but I think baseball is probably the worst because there's so many little minor adjustments that could throw you off and so many things involved with hitting and throwing. And, you know, pitchers are creatures of habit. I think in baseball it's the worst. Basketball, I think it applies, but not as much. I also wonder if New York is ready. Is New York ready? So your thoughts on this long break now as the Knicks sit around and wait to see who they're playing. Either way, their hands are full, but don't discredit the fire and fury they're playing with. Like, this team is exciting.
Jalen
They're
Brunson
dominant.
is a man on a mission. And, you know, you said baseball, interestingly enough. I think the stats, you know, you get enough data. Or do you say data? Or data?
I say $50 bill. I say data.
Data, yeah. Slick shoes.
I say booby trap.
Take that for data.
That's what I said, booby trap.
Data.
I say data.
If you look at the data and data, baseball for a minute, when they extended the playoffs situation, the teams that got the rest, remember they were like getting knocked out by a hot wild card team?
Yes.
But now that's sort of evened out a bit more.
Because
but still,
you forget how to swing. You forget how to do radio. Do you forget your jump shot? Now, your thoughts on that at 877-99 on Fox. Is it too much rest, or is too much rest never a bad thing? And then I mentioned, can New York handle it? I don't mean the New York Knicks. I think they can handle whoever wins out of the West. And as we touched on during the Dan Patrick show, and as Danny G brought up, Brunson really shining on this stage, really identifying and resonating with the New York fan base, a guy who was good with the Mavericks, but really grew into the player that he is right now in New York, the hard work, the grit. I feel like that resonates with a lot of the New York fans. He's the guy they've been waiting for, and he's the guy that's stepping up when it matters most. When I say can New York handle it, I mean New York fans haven't seen the Knicks in the final since '99, and they've already shut down those watch parties outside because it's getting too rowdy. Like, what's going to happen? Did you see Radio City Music Hall was packed, 6,000 people watching the game? I think if the Knicks win, man, the city's going to go wild, dude, because they've been waiting to erupt for so long. Like, it's going to be wild to see how New York and the fans handle it. I got friends, I got family. Rich and I are from the East Coast. So all of a sudden, we're talking the woodwork fans. Like, even my mom is, like, excited about the Knicks. Like, Mom,
New York, go New York,
you haven't
go!
cared about the Knicks since the 60s. Get out of here, right? So, like, everybody's fired up about the Knicks. Can the city handle this sort of excitement?
The last time your mom watched the Knicks, they were on a split screen with the OJ chase.
Yeah, seriously. Like, she grew up, you know, watching the Knicks as a kid. So all the casual fans are out. People are celebrating in the streets. They're trying to shut down these parties. People are getting rowdy. Is New York ready for this, man? Because it's going to be insane, and we're here for it.
Well, there's a few angles we could go at right now.
By the way, you see the ticket prices at the
No,
Garden?
I can only imagine it's absurd.
Ticket prices are looking nasty
More
already.
expensive than any Super Bowl.
Yeah. I'll pull up some of the prices.
Well,
Check
I mean,
this out.
I mean, like, you know, like Ben Stiller, Chalamet,
Ben
Spike
Stiller,
Lee, like all you know.
You're my favorite mo sucker.
Are you kidding me?
That's from, I believe, a screenshot I took from StubHub. My Uncle Bill sending me like, babe, we gotta go. All my friends are, dude, I'm telling you.
You know, the
New
worst.
York is ready to explode with excitement because they've waited so long.
I know the dollar doesn't go as far in New York, so people got a little more flow. But we're talking nosebleed upper deckers at the Garden.
You need the laminar.
$4,400.
You need the laminar flow. 44 hundo for that? Give me a break.
Courtside.
I ain't paying for that.
Courtside, significantly more.
$70,000 in 11D. 11D.
Oh, let's get 2 of those seats.
Courtside. Look at that. 69,000 right now.
Jeez.
So
that's it, ticket.
what do you think about the rest? What do you think about the
That's
dominance?
nice. Take it.
Do we now think that, the Knicks, because, Rich, you were saying, man, I kind of feel bad because I don't think the Knicks have a shot regardless.
I mean, now
And,
I think
are
I
you
do.
thinking differently? When
Yeah, look at Rich. He's backpedaling. He's moonwalking. Because
Well,
yesterday morning.
I want to go see the Michael movie.
Yeah, well, yesterday morning on Dan Patrick, you started the show by saying, I just don't think the Knicks have a chance.
130-93, dominant sweep. I don't know, man. I think whoever wins, you could completely flip the script and say whoever wins out of the West might have their hands full with this fired-up Knicks team.
Let me give you an analogy that I felt many a times as a Mets fan and a 49ers fan over the last 25 years. The Knicks might be experiencing the equivalent. This run, right, a playoff run of this magnitude, of this excitement, could only be compared to getting it on with a supermodel. But let's just say you're not allowed to finish the job.
What does that even mean?
Meaning, it's an amazing run, but like, whoa. You can't. Is it? Does it?
But
count?
if you can't finish,
Like
then
if the Knicks don't wrap up the NBA Finals and bring home a championship to the Garden, then
you got to finish strong.
Is this just one big CTs? Is this just like is this
Well,
the fans like I don't know.
Yeah, anything less is a failure.
Dude.
Anything less is uncivilized.
Since we've been friends, I've seen the 49ers in person lose 3 Super Bowls. I've watched the Mets go to the World Series a couple times and come up way short.
No, they got to win. They got to win
Mm.
it. They got to win it, and New York fans are ready. New York fans are hungry.
And then
It's been a long, long time. New York fans haven't had a championship in a long time, but to see the excitement, and again, do you know what I mean by the watch parties? Like people on the streets outside the Garden, they've already said, all right, enough. Police are trying to shut it down. It's getting too crazy already.
Yeah.
So
See the interview with some of those fans just losing their
Dude,
minds?
they're losing it. So when I say I don't know if New York could handle it, I don't mean the Knicks. I mean the fans. I do believe, especially after that dominant win last night, that the Knicks are ready and they can handle it. The question is it too much rest that's going to take them out of their rhythm? So we'll get to your feedback and your phone calls. Hope you had a New York Knicks sort of night. We still got to talk Bryce Harper, and we have games to play.
I got 3 random questions.
Go ahead, man.
To wrap this up, I'll call it the Dickey trifecta.
The Dickey trifecta.
Question
Let's go.
number 1.
Give me a look. Sam, we got a little ding for every question. Question 1.
Based on, not to get political, but based on what happened when Mayor Mondami visited the Mets, and remember that was when it all went south?
Yeah.
And they said he's been
keep
bailed
that
out.
guy away from the Knicks.
Are there people in New York like, keep him away from the Garden?
You know what? I feel like he has to stay far away.
All right. Point number 2 of the trifecta.
Number 2.
Who do you think blew it more with a chance they took? The Mavs by really trying to go after Kyrie and letting Brunson go?
Totally blew it. But Brunson wasn't that guy.
Or, wait.
He was all potential, but he became this guy in New York. Not a lot of people could say they became that guy. So, yeah, they blew it, dude, in retrospect.
But you didn't listen to part 2. How are you supposed to answer a question if you don't listen to it?
Oh, man, I'm sorry, Dad.
To your room, Ben. To your room.
You do believe me, don't you, Dad?
That's my best Alan Thicke. Remember on Growing Pains? Ben, to your room. That's
a good one.
Your room, Ben.
It's a good one.
The Mavs banking on Kyrie
Weak.
more than Brunson and going in that direction. Or as much as the late Jerry West liked SGA, letting him go to make the Paul George thing happen. Which franchise regrets it more?
You saw the highlights of SGA on the court for the Clippers. Never fell once. It's amazing.
He learned. That's question 2. And the trifecta number 3. This is the best one of all, I think. If Jalen Brunson gets this done, and he's so humble, he feels like such a working man, hard-nosed player, really taking it in. You see how he's really appreciating the moment. He's not taking it for granted. He knows how important and special everything is in this moment. If the Knicks won an NBA title for the first time in over 50 years, would he leapfrog Patrick Ewing as the most popular Knick of the last 50 years?
Yes, because he won. But again, that doesn't take away from Ewing's legacy. But, yeah, he didn't win, so some of those old-school 90s highlights get replaced with the championship highlights.
But I'm saying,
and then
like,
that banner is hung, and you start focusing on the highlights of today and
but
not yesteryear.
when they make the list of, like, greatest Knicks of all time, and they, like, who means most to the franchise, Patrick Ewing, John Starks, Anthony Mason.
Everybody loves Ewing and all those old-school cats. But
Carmelo Anthony,
They didn't win.
They didn't win. And if Brunson gets it done, he will do something that they have not.
Yeah, people are saying this is arguably, I don't even see the debate, the greatest Knicks team that they've ever seen. So the answer to that question is yes, simply because they won. The Knicks, that era of the Knicks with Starks and Ewing and Mason and all those
and back in the day, way back in the day, you got to talk Walt Frazier and, of course, Willis Reed.
Oh, no doubt. For our parents' generation, those are your Knicks icons. But I'm saying if you were born in the 70s or later, I said like the last 50 years, it's always been about Ewing, Starks, and then, a couple of those guys in the 90s and 2000s as well.
I think you could answer two of your questions with this because you point to those 90s players, and as great as they were, they could never get past Michael Jordan. And, of course, Ewing got hurt, unfortunately, in that 99 finals.
Yeah.
It couldn't play, and so I think Chris Dudley was guarding Tim Duncan. And
Dudley
got
Dudley'd, man.
Yeah, we're like, the Knicks don't have a shot without Ewing. So because they fell short in the finals, yes, Brunson would be top dog if he lifts that Larry O'Brien trophy.
And Danny G, to mention something you said on Dan Patrick, to our audience, don't let it go understated that not only does Brunson's work hard sort of mentality resonate with New York, like his hard work is paying off, but it's the fact that people could see themselves in him.
Yeah.
He's not the biggest guy. He's not Wembanyama.
Yep.
He's not some crazy superstar. He's a guy that works hard and plays gritty, and New Yorkers love that. So to answer your question,
his pops used to wake him up at 5 a.m, have him run laps and shoot all these mid-range shots and then threes and run all these drills and was a drill sergeant type dad. And so through hard work and not size or just pure athleticism, Brunson became the player that he is right now.
And New Yorkers love that type of stuff. So I think that answers the question even more. Like, you aren't ever going to be Patrick Ewing. That dude was a phenom and everybody loved him for it. But people really, really vibe and resonate with Brunson, man. So I think he would be the biggest superstar to New York since the 60s.
But he should point to Patrick Ewing as he's lifting the Larry O'Brien trophy.
That would be
and be like, this
coolest.
is for you.
That would be the coolest thing ever.
Know what I want to hear? I want to hear the answer to this question. So if our video guy Spot, and we could do this, if you could put a poll on our in-show YouTube chat.
We can. I'm sure Spotty could do it. Spotty could do anything. Can't you, Spotty?
Of the three remaining teams, the Spurs, the Thunder, and the Knicks, what do you think the general consensus across this fine country is? Knicks, Spurs, Thunder is like I would say astronomically low for the Thunder. Like if you ask the casual fan or someone that doesn't have a horse in the race, like Danny, you're a big Lakers fan. Give me your order.
Well, being a Lakers guy, I don't want to see the Spurs or the Thunder win. So I'd go Knicks 1, Spurs 2, and then Thunder 3.
Same with Danny G, and I'll tell you why. My answer is exactly that, but because we're seeing Castle and Wembanyama, we're seeing Wembanyama, sometimes not Castle. We're seeing SGA and the team gelling, but then they fall flat. With the Knicks right now, every player is in the zone. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There's so much going on with the Knicks. Every player is doing their part, and every player is hot. So they're truly, out of all those teams,
their
playing
team
like
chemistry
a team.
is just elevated above the other teams that are left. Well, we would say this.
That's why.
For New York, it might be cool if OKC advanced, because then I feel like the whole country would be rooting for the Knicks.
And that's rare because I'm from New York, but I know that the rest of the country a lot of times takes the narrative of F New York. But I think in this scenario, random people around the country would be like, you know what, I like Brunson's story, and the Knicks haven't won in 50 years plus, and you know what? Hey, what do I care about the Thunder? I really think that very rarely would someone pull for a New York or LA or big market team against a small market team. But in this case, I really do think Maybe it's Spurs. A lot of people be like, no, Wemby, baby, Wemby, right? But if it's Spurs, if they take a back seat and it's Thunder versus the Knicks, I bet you it would be like 85% to 15% of the country saying, yeah, Knicks.
Look, the Thunder have had their run, and they're going to continue having their run, but they've won already. I believe Wembanyama could be an all-time great, and he's going to have his chance. I believe this is the Knicks' year. Again, prisoner of the moment, maybe, but that's how I'm feeling right now. So your phone calls and feedback, plus we'll talk some baseball and last one standing and more. It's our Tuesday that feels like a Monday edition of Covino and Rich.
All right, now if you are a skilled worker in manufacturing, your next job shouldn't be hard to find. It shouldn't slow down your career. Express Employment Pros connects skilled workers with contract and full-time manufacturing jobs at companies that need talent right now.
Right now. Go to expresspros.com, find a location near you. Your local Express office understands manufacturing and works with companies at every level of production. That means real opportunities for machinists, welders, assemblers, quality control inspectors, maintenance technicians, production managers, and more.
When you turn to Express Employment Pros for your job search, you're working with a staffing leader in manufacturing, backed by global resources, local teams, help you get the job done, employers in your community. Whether you're looking to build your skills, take that next step in your career, or find a new opportunity in manufacturing, Express is ready to help connect you where you're needed most.
The online job search can be frustrating, a black hole of applications. Call your local Express to put people back in the hiring process. Visit expresspros.com. Find your local Express Employment Pros office today.
The whole, boring narrative that, the Thunder are boring, SGA, boring. I think that's been replaced with they're unlikable floppers. The Oklahoma City Thunder. By the way, how great was it watching the Spurs dominate yesterday? I loved every second of it. I'm not some big Spurs Wemby guy, but
honestly, it was a matter of one team came to play and the other one just showed up with less pressure on them, I guess. I don't know. OKC just looked flat. They just were flat from the start, and the Spurs ran with it. It was a dominant game from the Spurs.
I mean, subconscious or not, there's more pressure on one team than the other sometimes. And you
that's what it is.
And you could say you come to play no matter what. But then how would you describe so many gentlemen sweeps in sports?
Yeah,
right?
there's that lack of urgency no matter how you put it.
Yeah, I mean, that's in everything in life and sports. From the time you were doing school projects that were due the night before to trying to find a Christmas or birthday present for your, girlfriend when you're a younger man.
Yeah.
You work under pressure. And sometimes when you have all the time in the world or you feel like you got a cushion, even if it's deep down inside, subconscious, you're just not putting it all out there. And I feel like that was what you saw yesterday.
That's exactly what happened.
There was urgency for the Spurs. You got to win game 4 at home, tie this bad boy up, make it a best of 3 now. Versus down 3-1 to the defending champs, you would have been done.
Spurs look good. They look solid.
I mean, they
yesterday.
look fantastic. But I think the whole, boring narrative that, the Thunder are boring, SGA, boring. I think that's been replaced with they're unlikable floppers. I think, we're seeing a new narrative about this team. And over the last week or so, when social media piles on, you see it, right? It's a big pile on that everyone's like, yeah. Now compilations of SGA flopping are being made, and now they're going back to the tape and making, season-long compilations. So would you agree that OKC is being turned into this unlikable flopping team.
For the casual fan. Because now in their algorithm, they're seeing the away team, chant flopper. And the lady courtside yesterday was holding up that fake Oscar trophy anytime she saw SGA hit the floor.
It also has fans wearing bubble wrap, right?
It also takes a minute to build an identity, right, for the masses. Anyone that knew their game, I still think boring applies or didn't like their style of play applies because we use the analogy even before this narrative that they're like watching Floyd Mayweather box. Yeah, they're great, but their style isn't appealing. It's just not fun, and that's part of the game. The flopping and the style in which we're watching is just not exciting, right? So even though winning, even though great, but as they continue to play on this main stage, everything's magnified. You start building this narrative. You start creating an identity, and now I think everyone is grasping on. You're right, Rich, because I'm seeing it a little more now than I've seen before about SGA not being – because we were always kind of like,
he's not easy to root for.
He's not easy to root for. Like, okay, no one even touched him now, and he's falling. It's sort of eye-rolly on a big stage like this where everything's broken down a million times and social media has caught wind of it.
He's also so damn talented. I think as a NBA fan, that's what's frustrating. He doesn't need to flop.
He doesn't need to. It's like a hot girl talking about her problems. No one cares that much. It's like, you're hot. He doesn't need to do those things is my point.
Oh, my God, I can't eat another cupcake. Shut up.
Yeah, it's like the hot girl who's saying she's a nerd for extra attention. It's like, you don't need to claim you're a nerd.
It's a hot girl who she puts on glasses, and she's like, I'm so nerdy.
You already got our attention. Okay. You're already hot. Relax. He's great. He doesn't need to do that is my point. Yeah. And it might be a turnoff to some people because you know that as well. And it's a weak look. But it could work to their advantage sometimes. But when they slow down those replays over and over, you're like, no one touched him there. And you see him acting.
It's a tactic.
Yeah, it becomes, hey, give this guy an award because all he's doing is acting and flopping the whole time. But, again, just to reiterate, more now than ever because of the bigger stages. It takes a minute to build identity, and the casual fans are catching on, and therefore we're seeing it more on social media.
What Covino just said. That guy right there.
Professional wrestling fans, the action continues every week. TNA Thursday Night Impact every week. Don't miss the adrenaline, the drama, and the total nonstop action as you watch your favorite TNA wrestling stars. For showtimes and more information, visit TNAWrestling.com.
Yeah, boy.
Welcome back to the show. Hashtag the show, Covino and Rich. Steve Covino, Rich Davis, Danny G, Iowa Sam, and Lowenkron's in the building.
The Kron.
The Kron is here, man. He's got your updates in a few minutes. Plus, he'll be playing Last One Standing. He's out for blood, filling in that Dan Byer chair. Because Dan Byer is the reigning champion of the game, which means great opportunity for one of us to win today unless Lowenkron brings the heat. The Kron. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. We missed you yesterday, but we filled in for Dan Patrick, and it was a really fun show. But it's always different when you're talking to someone else's audience, right? Which is fun because we want to bring them over to here.
Of course.
But when we talked that Jaxson Dart, Donald Trump thing, oh, man. On his stage, people were like, yeah, racist. I wasn't even playing race cards or anything. But, man, whole different audience. And if you missed it, we had a lot of fun regardless. Yep. Memorial Day. Catch it at Covino and Rich FSR, at Covino and Rich FSR, or wherever you stream your podcast.
The funniest part is anytime you have a conversation and even the little bit, like a little tiny little piece of politics enters the conversation, there is no way you could attempt it, Danny G, and like you can attempt to we're gonna have the most reasonable conversation. It's impossible.
It was fun.
Because the minute you say something like, well, Jaxson Dart, I mean, he wants to introduce the president. you can just say that, and everyone has an immediate opinion.
Can you guys believe that I used to be on a show that did that every day?
Clay Travis, man.
Yeah, man. And I give Clay credit, man, because I don't know how he sat in that chair talking about those topics every day like that, because we did it for 20 minutes yesterday morning, and I was like, yeah, that was 20 minutes too much.
If I keep doing
I'd rather not have any politics at all in my sports.
If I keep doing that on either side, can I get his contract or not?
Yeah, right? Props to him. Shout out to Clay Travis. Danny G, the former producer of his show, hanging out with us. He's the executive producer of C&R on FSR. And thank you guys for being part of it. We appreciate it. So, hope you're having a New York Knicks sort of day. The question is, well, Rich posed 3 questions.
Like
but
I pose like 5 questions.
I think the main question is this too much of a break in between? And how do they stay fresh and motivated?
And if they do get it done, is Jalen Brunson on that? I'm certainly not going to say biggest maybe one of the biggest basketball players in New York history, because
I don't
they
know why
haven't had success
how
on that
could you
level.
even have that question, though? The answer is like an absolute yes. Like, it's not even a question. We herald the guys that didn't even win. So you don't think the guy that wins is automatically going to be the guy? And it's not like he's going anywhere.
They don't have much of a better track record than like the Mets or the Jets. I mean, it's not like the Knicks were winning chips all the time. So
remember, though, that Clyde Frazier won 2 NBA championships with the Knicks. So does Brunson go?
But it's a long time
it was,
ago.
but hey, but if you want to be historically correct,
dude, Derek Jeter and the Yankees and that dynasty, right? That dynasty, I get it. They won a ton of World Series and were legends in New York. But the other New York teams, the Mets are still talking about Gary Carter's afro, because they're still showing videos of Joe Namath in a fur coat, because when you haven't won in a long time, the fans grasp to those moments. And right now, the Knicks,
like you're stuck in a time warp.
The Knicks have an opportunity, bro. An opportunity. So think about that. And tonight, Game 5, and you could argue. I mean, everyone will agree that.
I don't want to argue, man. I want to have a good time.
Hey, bro. You want to argue? Talk about Donald Trump and Jaxson Dart.
Yeah.
I don't want to argue. I want to make it clear that we all agree that winning Game 5 tonight is, like, crucial. Whoever wins Game 5 likely wins it all. No?
Can't wait.
Right?
Yeah.
most of the time.
Yeah, come on.
And there's also a chance that the Vegas Golden Knights could sweep tonight and go to the Stanley Cup Finals. So
there you go.
Cavs got swept. Are the Colorado Avalanche going to get swept?
Shout out to Wes in Idaho, who lives in Vegas. Now he's a Vegas Knights guy. Your stepson's Danny G, Vegas Knights.
Both of them root for the Knights and have Knights gear on.
Now,
do they have what is it? L.A. Knights? Wait,
British Knights.
British Knights.
I thought you were saying
You
Boogie
combined
Knights.
L.A. gear and British Knights.
L.A. gear and British Knights, two shoes you wore back in the 90s.
Rich was rocking Jeepers, man. Rich rocked those stride rights, the stride wrongs that P went to Payless to get his sneakers.
Payless, not even pay less, pay least.
I was rocking those K Swiss bad boys.
Yo, you ever see that prank video where they took all shoes from Payless? Does Payless even exist? No, right? They've gone out of business.
No, I don't see them anymore.
Was that a regional or a national chain?
Payless was everywhere.
National.
Payless shoes, where I feel like we all got our dress shoes for like school concerts. Mom, I need black dress shoes for band. Well, let's go to Payless.
Now you buy some Goodfellows at Target.
Back then, Payless shoes was cheap. I think every neighborhood or city had a Payless. There was some bit where they tricked all these like rich people into thinking they were designer shoes, and they were buying them at an auction for like thousands of dollars.
I
Did you see
remember
that?
Yeah, I do remember
It just
that.
shows how dumb we all are.
Well, before we get into Low and Cron, the Cron's news update, just want to say that Bryce Harper did something that has people freaking out on social media.
Yeah, there's people saying Bryce Harper is officially a lunatic, and we'll tell you exactly why. Bryce Harper, the guy with the best hair in baseball, other than our buddy Coach Ballgame.
Yeah, that guy's got a salad, man. He's got the flow.
So we'll talk about why Bryce Harper is a lunatic after Low and Cron. The Cron gives us an update. What's up, Isaac?
Cron, how great to see you.
Oh, it's wonderful to see you guys as well. A busy day starting with the team that the Knicks vanquished last night in the Eastern Conference Finals, the Cleveland Cavaliers, because the Athletic reported the Cavs do plan to retain Kenny Atkinson as head coach and are not expected to make major changes to the front office or coaching staff. In college football, ESPN reports that the NCAA has denied Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby's Sorsby's petition to be reinstated for the 2026 season. Sorsby was declared ineligible last week because of his involvement in gambling. Texas Tech will appeal. In Major League Baseball, former Atlanta Braves slugger Bob Horner has passed away at the age of 68. 218 career home runs, including 4 in one game against the Montreal Expos in 1986.
Reardon delivers. There's a fly ball, deep left center field. Right looking up. He did it! He did it! Bob Horner has become the 11th player in baseball history to hit 4 homers in one game.
The late Pete Van Wieren with the call on TBS. Finally, in the NFL, former Miami Dolphins star defensive lineman Manny Fernandez has passed away at the age of 79. He anchored their famous no-name defense to a pair of Super Bowl titles, including their perfect 17-0 season in 1972. Guys, can I tell you a real quick Manny Fernandez story? So this guy was so strong that he once captured an alligator in the Everglades with his bare hands. He then wrapped the alligator's jaws in duct tape and left it in the shower of Don Shula's training camp dorm room as a practical joke. So imagine Don Shula,
I thought that was the first AI video ever.
No. NFL Films and John Pacenta narrated. So picture this. Don Shula, wrapped in a towel and maybe less, entering his shower in his training camp dorm room, and he sees a live alligator there, and he freaks out and starts running down the hall.
That's awesome.
And he knew that it was Manny Fernandez because Manny Fernandez was the only person on the team strong enough that they knew was the only person who had the strength to capture a live alligator.
That's wild.
That's a
I'm not
crazy
sure I ever
guy.
had that one. That's a good story.
Hey, good story, Isla.
Thank you, Kron.
And by the way, Kron, when you mentioned the Montreal Expos, I have no other point other than makes you sad sometimes when I think about what a cool franchise, what a cool team, logo, everything about the Expos. Our kids' generation will it's only a story to them. The
Montreal
Expos were cool, man.
Be nice if they could be back one day. I'm just
never
saying.
know.
They're adding 2 teams, right? Officially, we don't know where officially. Thank you, Ilo. We got more Covino and Rich next, and why Bryce Harper is a damn lunatic. We'll get to that all next, right here on Fox Sports Radio.
Every sports season is built on preparation, studying the trends, and making the necessary adjustments to reach the ultimate goal. And investing deserves the same approach. So with Webull, you have access to real-time market data, $50 bill, real-time market data, advanced tools, and an intuitive app designed to help you make informed decisions.
Whether you're actively trading stocks, options, ETFs, and more, or planning for the long term for your fam with IRAs, cash management, and custodial accounts for kiddos, Webull gives you the tools to invest your way all in one platform.
And if you're looking to take your preparation to the next level, check out Webull's Learn Resources and join their in-app community feed to discuss investing trends and happenings alongside 25 million users globally.
Damn. And now you can help streamline all your trading activities and elevate your strategy with Vega. That's Webull's AI personal market assistant. You get real-time analysis, watch list insights, and alerts when your earnings drop.
So get your financial portfolio game ready by downloading the Webull app today or visiting Webull.com.
Webull Financial LLC, member SIPC FINRA. Investing involves risk. For more information, visit Webull.com/disclosures.
Knicks likely wrap it up tonight. And if not, they go back to New York and do it at home, right? there's no way the Cavs are coming back from 3-0. The Knicks have won 10 postseason games in a row.
Now that's a likable team right there.
Jalen Brunson,
maybe
a guy.
because we're from the East Coast, but I don't know.
Jalen Brunson, a guy that our pal Michael Rappaport said he's like a regular guy like us. Like you feel something when you watch Jalen Brunson. And
like you could imagine, being him in the NBA.
Right. You can't imagine being Wemby.
Underestimated. Dallas took him for granted, shipped him off to New York. The biggest names in sports media said, not a great deal. The Knicks can't build around this guy. Every step of the way, this guy's been downplayed. And now finally we're like, Brunson's the guy, really likable. If Brunson leads this Knicks team to glory, if they win tonight,
Fortune and glory,
or in a couple days, go to the NBA Finals and somehow, some way, beat the Thunder or the Spurs, would Jalen Brunson be a bigger hero than Patrick Ewing in New York?
More revered than Ewing? The answer is yes. Here's why. Ewing may have been the biggest star of our come-up on the East Coast. I mean, he was the face of the Knicks.
That fan base.
He's one of the biggest big men of our time. Guys like Shaquille O'Neal. I look up to Patrick Ewing. That was my guy. Like, he doesn't get the credit he deserves even now. Like, how many people bring up Patrick Ewing? Not enough is my point. Yeah. So if Brunson leads them to a victory, yeah, he's more revered than Ewing. All those guys combined.
But at the same time, you have to put a little bit of context to it. Michael Jordan always stood in the Knicks' way.
That's my point.
Jalen Brunson does not have to go up against a Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but you know what? He has to go up against perhaps a back-to-back
unproven, still unproven in the Spurs. And let's say the Spurs do advance.
Yeah.
The way Wemby and the Spurs came out flat in Game 3, if that happens in the finals, the Knicks can beat them.
Mike Saylor hit us up on the in-show chat. He goes, unfortunately, the Knicks are playing for second place. And a lot of people feel...
I'm not buying that.
That just lights their fire even more.
All right, so let me ask you this then, Danny. You root for teams that have won, other than the Raiders. You were like a little boy in diapers when the Raiders won last.
I mean, Danny G's a big Dodgers guy.
Yeah, don't forget the Frank McCourt years here in L.A.
I'm saying Dodgers, Danny's Dodgers and Lakers. So you've had some recent glory.
Yo, man, and I'm rooting for the Golden Knights.
So
all of a sudden he's a big hockey fan.
My boys are hockey fans.
Danny came in full hockey jersey today.
I didn't grow up with hockey. I still don't understand all the rules of hockey.
So
I'll admit.
Danny's like, what's icing?
I'm like,
I love icing.
Stop with all the offsides. Damn it.
So
I'll take some extra icing.
Extra icing for this guy. So when you do think about teams that really make a run but come up short with superstars, if another guy wins for your team, is that the guy now in that city? Like, I know you're saying like you're like a guy like Dan Marino never won.
Yeah, because
but let's say, all right, I'm going to give you a crazy thought.
You're forgetting of about a younger generation that really never saw Ewing play, Starks, any of those guys play. Oakley, they don't care about those old dudes. They're just old dudes to them. So there's a whole younger generation that all they're going to know is Towns and Brunson and all the New York Knicks that have gone this far. So I think it's a matter of we have reference to these old dudes, but a lot of young people don't.
I mean, you got to pick a team, Danny, that doesn't have much of a history, right? Like, look at my sad New York Mets.
Oh, TSA, SA on a Taco Tuesday, Queens of the Stone Age. I can go with Bryce Harper's flow. Bryce Harper's got the laminar flow, man. What a head of hair on this guy. But he did something so wild that we posed the question before we tell you what it is. The craziest things that people do, when you look at them, you're like, what are you doing? What are you, some sort of psychopath?
Yeah.
Start thinking about it. We'll get to your phone calls.
That's savage.
Yeah, 877-99 on Fox. We are Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio, live from the Fox Sports Radio studio.
It's time for our Tyrek play of the day, and the Hurricanes win in overtime yet again.
Svechnikov will hang on to the puck. Sand across. Jarvis has to settle it. He'll get it right back. A chance. They score! They score! Andrei Svechnikov wins it in overtime!
I love that.
And the Hurricanes have silenced the Bell Center and have taken a 2-1 series lead here in the Eastern Conference Final.
You heard him. Carolina takes a 2-1 series lead over Montreal. That call was courtesy of 99.9 The Fan. That was our Tire Rack play of the day. For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
And that was for all the hockey fans that say, you guys need to talk more hockey. There was your 30 seconds.
Dude, my favorite hockey game was Blades of Steel.
No, see, I liked ice hockey where you had to choose if the guy was fat and slow, skinny and fast, or medium.
Yeah, but in Blades of Steel, you fought, so that was cool.
I mean, that was cool.
Yeah.
What was your lineup? One fat guy, one skinny guy, two medium guys?
One fat guy. Yeah, the skinny guys got knocked around too much, so one fat guy,
But they
one
went
skinny,
fast.
two medium. You're right.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah,
that was the winning formula, and I guess that's what Carolina was up to yesterday. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. Steve Covino, Rich Davis, with Danny G and Sam and the Crowd.
If you're going to shout out Blades of Steel and ice hockey, what about your best impression of sports games?
Mr. X from Kung Fu.
No, we're talking about the NBA.
Oh, I know. Double dribble.
Bro,
Yeah.
Dude, I thought I was playing the game.
That's countless hours of
All right,
practice.
hold on. Wait, I'm going to close my eyes. Hold on.
Ready?
Let me close my
Picture
eyes.
Konami and then the double dribble.
Oh,
Hey, you
dude.
like that? It's
Yeah.
good, right? It's a good one. It's my best
Great
impression.
job. What were the 4 teams? You could be Chicago, New York, L.A., or...
I don't know, but that graphic when you would slam dunk gave me a tingle in my sports dingle. So now let's talk Bryce Harper, okay? Because it's getting late early. We're having too much fun.
His hair gives you a dingle.
We're having too much fun here on Covino and Rich.
All right, Bryce Harper. Guy's a maniac.
Stud. He's the definition of a baseball stud. He makes banana bread. He's a badass. We've known him since the college days.
Yeah.
He hits bombs.
I coach a lot. If you haven't noticed, I talk about it quite a bit. Number one coach on the network since Gottlieb left. I was the number one coach when he was here. So my kids, I coach quite a bit. We much like a lot of parents listening now, much like you, I watch my kids and coach 5 games over like 2 or 3 days over Memorial Day. They have all the tournaments and stuff. And I feel like every little kid sort of looks like a mini Bryce Harper. I feel like he's the template for like the sleeve, the hair flopping out the back, the eye black. Like Bryce Harper is like if you would be like, draw a baseball player.
Yeah, he's the ultimate baseball player. He's gritty. He's got a beautiful swing. He plays tough. He plays hard. I respect the guy a lot, man. And he's very personable. Like I said, he makes banana bread. That's just. I'm saying that because on social media, he's very.
Remember, like
he's
a year
very
ago.
open.
Remember a year ago, he helped some kid with his promposal.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah,
but now,
that kid's mom listens to our show.
That's
remember?
Right. They called in.
Yeah.
All right. Here's my point. My point is he's a lunatic now. Did you see what he did? So Bryce Harper is doing a viral video. Now I'm convinced that there may be a level of trolling here.
I don't know.
I mean,
I think he let us in a little too much, and now we got to see this maniac at work.
Now
he shows us his like morning brushing his teeth routine.
Yeah, his personal hygiene morning. What Bryce Harper does in the morning. You know what Bryce Harper does? I don't know if everyone's seen this. Isaac Lowenkron, did you see this?
Straight up lips to tube.
Just saw it.
Yep.
Lips to tube.
Tube to lips, however you want to put it.
The guy, when he brushes his teeth, he doesn't put the toothpaste on the toothbrush.
Like they taught you in the Aquafresh commercial.
He squeezes the toothpaste in his mouth and then grabs the toothbrush, inserts in mouth.
It's bonkers, dude. Like
it
the disrespect.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Who lives with him? Who has to share this tube of
Yeah,
toothpaste
like
with
is
him?
it his own personal tube? Like even my little travel size ones that I keep in my toiletry bags, the ones I travel with, I don't disrespect in this way. And I'm the only ones using them.
Next time you go to Bryce Harper's house, BYOT, bring your own tube.
Again, if you're not watching, he's there with his flow and his cutoff T-shirt, and he's looking in the mirror, and he squeezes the tube into his mouth, like lips around the tube. What kind of savagery is this?
This is like the person that puts the milk in the bowl first before their cereal.
That's a great example.
This
to
is
get
like
it
the
rolling.
person. This is like the person that puts the milk in. Well, hold on. What would you put in first? The chocolate milk, the chocolate
powder
or the milk?
first, man.
Put in the powder first.
Well,
and then-
nowadays it's my Metamucil. Metamucil first, and then the water. You don't put the water, then the Metamucil.
Oh yeah, you can't be doing that.
You know, then you got a soggy slop of it on your spoon. Like, there's a way to do things, and this is not the way.
What are the weird peculiar things that you do.
Or your spouse does.
Or your spouse
Call 'em out.
does. Call them out. What's your Bryce Harper move? I'll give you mine. Mike, who runs this place,
Who?
he catches me all the time, and I didn't realize that.
Mike.
You know what? I'll save it. I do something so weird around here at Fox Sports Radio, and I deserve to be called out. So we'll call you guys out as well. What is your weird Bryce Harper antic? We'll take your feedback next, right here, Covino and Rich.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready? Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio.
When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event
You
during a
can't.
big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
In the NBA, The Athletic reports that the Cleveland Cavaliers do plan to retain Kenny Atkinson as head coach and are not expected to make major changes to the front office or coaching staff. In college football, the NCAA denied Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby's petition to be reinstated for the 2026 season. Sorsby was declared ineligible last week because of his involvement in gambling. Texas Tech will appeal. In Major League Baseball, former Atlanta Braves slugger Bob Horner has passed away at the age of 68. Horner hit 218 career home runs, including 4 in a single game in 1986 against the Montreal Expos. NFL former Miami Dolphins star defensive lineman Manny Fernandez has passed away at the age of 79. He anchored their famous no-name defense to back-to-back Super Bowl championships, including their perfect season in '72. I'm Isaac Lowenkron.
Oh, man. Whoa, Covino, it's some fighting words for you, Iowa Sam.
I said it off the air. I don't want to upset Sam.
Okay. Hey, Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio.
Rich was asking about your girl, Caitlin Clark, because you haven't heard a lot about her. I said, she's more like Linsanity than Jordan.
You weren't the first to say it.
I know. And I'm not the last.
Hey,
Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Just kidding. I'm just trying to get a rise out of Sammy's sweetheart. Wishing her the best, of course. We're broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And remember, when you got to go number 2, be sure to bring the #1 product in clean, Dude Wipes. Why? Simple. Wetter just cleans better, so switch to Wet Extra Large Flushable Dude Wipes for a confident clean. Available on Amazon and major retailers nationwide. Dude Wipes. Best clean, pants down. Let's go.
That's what I'm saying. By the way, Dude Wipes in the bathroom here at Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
Nice touch.
Yeah.
I saw someone put like a dog mat out in our bathroom.
Someone put like
that didn't last very long.
A patch of grass in front of the toilet, and it said, "Don't on the grass."
Yeah. I'm
someone stole my toilet paper.
I'm always shocked.
Sincerely, Jason Smith.
Which proves sometimes we work with schoolboys.
I'm
with bad aim.
I am shocked at how dirty bathrooms get. Like, what do you people do at home? Not you, Danny J. I'm saying, like, there's dudes here at work that I wonder, what does their home bathroom look like?
Oh, I'm a clean freak anyways, but my better half is 100 times more of a neat freak than I am. You should see our bathrooms are spotless. So when I go into bathrooms and there is like urine on I don't get it. I don't understand.
It's a mess. People are gross. They act like my son is 6. You should not act like a 6-year-old. Pick up the bowl, buddy. You shouldn't have to say that to a grown man working at a company.
A lot of us were taught as kids to leave a room cleaner than when you entered it.
Yeah, not the case at radio studios and public restrooms for some reason.
Well, you notice, so it's not about dirty bathroom stuff. Let me just throw this out there. This has been consistent at Fox Sports Radio, ESPN, SiriusXM, SNY, every radio or TV facility we have ever worked at.
Mm-hmm.
There's a stained wall above the garbage can. Because everyone like doing Kobe with like tacos? What are they?
You're so right about
like
that, man.
An extra slice
There's always
of pizza.
Like a splash of salsa right above the garbage can. It's like, what are you doing?
Are people taking little cups, little ramekins of dippings and being like Kobe? Like,
people are taking bowls of ceviche.
But they're not Kobe. They're missing.
Exactly.
So they should be saying Clippers.
I think that's what's happening.
Cobb salad thrown right at the wall.
Well, all of a sudden you say
the
like
backboard.
Why is there sriracha splattered on the iHeart sign?
Hey, speaking of weird bathroom habits, let's get back to Bryce Harper because we got games to play.
The guy's
this
a
hour.
psycho. I love Bryce Harper.
We got prize announcements. By the way, some people think what I do in public restrooms is a little weird. I build a nest every time. I never sit raw dog ass to seat in a public restroom. You got to see my nest though. I build an ultimate splash resistant nest. So so detailed that I leave it for the next guy. Lowenkron, sometimes you may reap the benefits of my nest, and I don't blame you if you sit on it because I'm the only guy.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
I do that too, so props to you.
I think the weird part is leaving it because I'm so impressed by
You
it.
two little birdies.
Yeah. Meaning I put the toilet paper around the bowl before I sit on it.
But you leave it thinking the next person will appreciate it.
Because some people, they recycle the nest.
You can look at it and say it's one person's butt versus everyone.
Right, exactly.
Well, anyway, Bryce Harper, psychopath, for funny reasons, though. There's a viral video where he's giving everyone his little morning routine, and when he goes to brush his teeth, he squirts the toothpaste in his mouth to tube. He puts the tube of toothpaste up to his lips and squirts a little. Spot show the video on our Fox Sports Radio Covino and Rich YouTube page right now.
By the way, just like full of germs and bacteria for the next person, like that's disgusting. That's the opposite of hygiene.
Yeah, you do much worse though to your partner.
Yeah, but dude, those germs, those bacterias from your mouth just fester there on the tube of toothpaste for the next person.
So let's break it down and let's be honest.
Do you share a toothbrush with somebody?
No, I do not. Only in the worst case emergency.
I know some people that do. I'm like, you got even in an emergency.
That's like at a hotel. Like, oh my god, I forgot my toothbrush.
Never.
You hot water your wife's toothbrush, and you're like,
nah, that's too far. No way.
Yeah, you got to do that one.
I won't do it. I won't.
You better go to the front desk and hope concierge has extra toothbrush.
Spot has a picture of the garbage can and backdrop at Fox Sports Radio. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. It's all dingy.
Jeez,
pathetic.
Anyway, Bryce Harper, toothpaste straight in the mouth. What are the weird habits you have that you're willing to admit here on FSR, Fox Sports Radio?
Our buddy Mercer Man hit us up already on the chat. Did you see that?
What did he say?
Our number one Carl, Covino and Rich listener, Mercer from Pittsburgh, says he eats peanuts 1/2 of a peanut at a time. So it takes him about 15 minutes just to eat a handful. So he's like, la, la, la.
That's portion control.
La, la. Like one little, can you imagine one little half at a time instead of popping like 20 in your mouth at once? One little half. What sort of bonkers behavior is that?
This is so gross, but I'll tell you what I do. I'll admit it. I'm gross with condiments. And
Whoa.
Big Mike called me out. What are you, Rocky Balboa? Yo, I don't use them.
I thought you didn't use them. Oh.
Condiments.
Oh, condiments.
I get my El Pollo Loco. I get my burrito, my little chicken burrito. And Big Mike, who runs this place, is like, you're disgusting.
Mike, bald guy?
Because I'll take a bite of my burrito, and then I'll take the little plastic cup of salsa, and I'll drink the salsa.
Like out of the ramekin? They're called ramekins.
Yeah, the little plastic ramekins.
What is wrong with you, bro?
There are times where if I'm having French fries.
Not only that, Rich will eat and drink and stick his tongue around the perimeters of other people's ramekins and
who knew it was called that, by the way? I've never heard that word in my life.
I used to work at a restaurant.
We need more ramekins.
Need more ramekins.
And
86 on the ramekins. I'm in the weeds, bro.
Do you remember Covino was the number one? He was employee of the month at Bennigan's in the 90s.
You know, I got in a fight over ramekins, a straight up fist fight. Real quick, right quick. I'd be so frustrated. I'd have these, you give people ramekin of the honey mustard or whatever. So I get them back, and no one even used it, wasting my time. So I tossed it, and it didn't go into the little, place where it's supposed to go, the little hole where the ramekins go for people to wash, right?
Yeah, your clippers.
And, clippers. And, dude, it splashed on the guy cleaning the dishes.
Oh.
And he got all loud, like, what you doing, man? What you doing, man? And I'm like, yo,
well,
man, my bad. Dude, he started pushing me. He got all wet. We got into a wrestling match in the what's it called? The line? Is it in the kitchen?
I thought it was weird when you guys started tickling each other.
Yeah, dude, we were all over those nasty, disgusting rubber mats wrestling. It had to be broken up because I threw one of those ramekins and it splashed all over the guy.
Yeah, we got stories about everything.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I'm guilty. My guiltiness also is if I'm having, French fries. Let's say my wife or someone's like, can you pick me up some, French fries from McDonald's or something? I will squeeze the ketchup packet into my mouth.
That's gross. I eat those jelly packets.
That's good sauce.
Always.
You eat jelly packets. I've seen Covino. We're waiting at a diner for our food, and he'll take his fork or knife and open one of those tiny little jelly
Sometimes
packets.
I just stick my tongue right in there. Because my tita used to give me those. I'd be at church every Sunday with my tita, and she'd be like, Esteban, do you want chiclets? Or he was either like chiclets or she'd hand me a little jelly packet she stole from the diner, and that was like a treat for me. So I still think of that as like a little treat.
Covino at Sunday Mass eating orange marmalade.
Yeah.
Rich,
True.
I think Rich is leaving his most obvious one off the list
What
here.
is it?
When we were in Nashville doing a live broadcast, I was so impressed because Rich had his fries, then he had Covino's fries, then he had listener A, B, C, D, E's fries.
True.
Like, he walked around this event and just was pulling fries off of random plates, even plates that had napkins on them.
Like, think of how bold it is to think you are able to just pull random fries off other people's plate.
I
Like,
thought it was
that's your sense of entitlement.
Dude,
It's crazy.
If we had hundreds of people show up at an event
Like,
to
that
hang
is-
with us,
that's worthy of a slap.
I assume that like sharing fries with someone's like showing I love them.
Nah,
That's
bro.
good food. You can't waste that good food.
You can't just be dipping your disgusting fingers.
Not just how available all these fries were to Rich, but how many he could house.
This guy with his doo-doo caca fingers dipping into other people's fries.
I
nerve.
have a question. What are some gross, weird, not even gross, but like weird habit, a la Bryce Harper putting the toothpaste straight
I had more
in
as
his
a
mouth.
kid. You know what? I do have some. Oh, as an adult, they've trickled down. I think as an adult, trickled. When I was little, bro, I used to sneak like hope mom wasn't looking, and I would dip into her like iced tea storage or Kool-Aid, and I would eat the sugar by the spoonful.
You would eat iced tea sugar.
like a maniac, right? Like a maniac.
Like the iced tea, like what was that brand? Like 4C?
Yeah. Oh,
you
dude.
would
by the scoopful, right? I'd be eating that
like
sugar.
it was Fun Dip.
But now when my girlfriend's not around, dude, and she leaves like, you know, when girls are baking cupcakes or cakes and they leave the icing like in the tub of icing, dude, I'll just scoop my finger right in there, like icing by the fingerful.
Give me sugar
Yeah,
in water.
I don't think that's gross though. I will say,
but I sort of sneak it because I don't want her to know I'm eating all the icing.
Can I tell you the last time I got really upset with my mother-in-law?
Oh, please do.
So my mother-in-law was visiting. Grandma was in town, and she was making cupcakes with my daughter. Very
Nice.
nice. Grandma and her granddaughter making cupcakes. I said, "Hey, leave some of the extra cake batter for Dad."
Ooh.
And my mother-in-law was like, "Oh, I threw it out. That's not good for you."
You wanted to lick the I
was like, are
the
you-
little mixer things?
Yeah, I mean, she's like, "Yeah, well, it's like raw eggs and stuff. It's not good for you." I'm like, "Did you seriously throw it out?" Like, I got upset about it. I mean, it's normal, right? Like, you guys growing up, did you lick
It's not normal
the
how
cake
you
batter?
lick the entire bowl like a dog. That's not normal, but it's still not Bryce Harper
You
level
use a
of
rubber.
maniac.
You use a rubber spatula to get every little
Yeah.
bit of that cake
I'm with
batter.
You. I'm with you on that.
It's
yeah.
okay to covet the batter.
Yeah.
Oh, my brothers and sisters used to fight over those beaters.
Yeah.
Right.
They did,
Your
yeah.
tongue's all stuck in
You
the
got
mixer.
one. You got it last time.
Give me that beater batter.
So the weird things. Well, you know what? I think a lot of the things we're saying are kind of relatable. I think a lot of us do these things.
Yeah, but what are the weird
Bryce
ones?
Harper
Yeah.
thing is like bonkers. That's like putting your socks on before your shoes. Right? Like your shoes on before your socks. Because that's how I do it.
By the way, you know, there was a.
It's not even possible.
There was one of the not for a guy like Covino. It's
Yeah.
very tricky. I saw something where it was like, what order do you put your clothes on? And people fought about this on social media. Like, to me, it's like, well, you put on your boxer briefs first. Are you put on socks or pants first?
I usually walk around like Porky Pig, just the shirt. Why are you staring? So yeah, I Winnie the Pooh it usually. So just a t-shirt for a while.
Is
know what
Daffy Duck or which one has no pants?
I air out a little bit.
Oh, know what I find peculiar
Donald
about Covino?
Duck has no pants.
I find this peculiar about peculiar about you. You've admitted this to me. Danny G, I've said this, and our video guy Spot backs me up. Like, yo, when you go to sleep at night as a grown man, depending if it's summer or winter, I'm wearing either my boxer briefs or maybe a t-shirt and boxer briefs. And if it's like the dead of winter and it's called maybe like flannel pants and a t-shirt, right? Covino wears like full sets of pajamas you get at like Macy's. Covino wears like the top, like
set.
the button up top, like he's Ebenezer Scrooge.
I'll send. I think I got a picture somewhere. Full set. Yeah.
He-
Do you have a pocket square too?
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
like
do
you wear a nightcap?
I go to bed like the Hef. Little ascot, like Hugh Hefner, man, robe and everything.
But you know when you see those sets of pajamas at like Macy's or Sears or whatever during the holidays at the mall, and you buy it for like your stinky uncle,
Yeah,
like,
the
I got
club
your
room.
pajamas.
The club room set?
Like Covino wears,
Yeah.
like he'll try, like you're.
Does it have a butt flap with the two little buttons?
Might
So you
as
can go
well.
to the outhouse?
Only a few of those have that. So the weird things you do you could hit us up at Covino and Rich at Fox Sports Radio, because I'm not sure anything's more peculiar than what Bryce Harper did. And he did it so matter-of-factly. That's the thing. It's like, wait, hold on. Did we just see what we saw? We saw Kevin Clancy, KFC from Barstool, even talking about it. Like, you can't be there talking about your morning hygiene routine and then all of a sudden do this and not expect other people to be like, wait, what? What was that? That was sort of bonkers.
Yeah,
right
but
there.
the most common one, we've gotten feedback already. People love to point out those people that do put the milk in the bowl first.
Yeah, that's
with,
wild.
With cereal.
That's my buddy Al B does that. I'm like, you're a maniac psycho.
What's his reasoning?
It rations out better.
Crazy talk.
Yeah, I don't know. He has some sort of soggy, like, I don't know, reasoning.
I have a question. When you, on those rare occasions, do you have cereal anymore, or is that only like a kid's game? I feel like I didn't have cereal for 20 years.
I was a serial killer like Dexter for years, and kind of got to get off that game if you're trying to maintain some sort of physique.
Yeah. What do you got, Sam? What's your weird one?
So in the same vein as putting the milk in first before the cereal in a bowl, I have a little like individual cup French press. So I'll make the coffee, right? It's ready to go.
Yeah.
And then in my mug, I'll pour a little bit of milk at the bottom and then put an ice cube in and then put the coffee in. And it blends together the way I like it. It's too hot to drink. So I put the milk in first, then the ice cube, then the coffee.
Oh.
And people might think, well, you put the coffee in the cup, then you put the milk in, stir it. I'm like, no, I don't do that.
I like what you're doing there.
Do you like that? Okay,
but, hey,
try it out.
You like that?
You like that, don't you? Your thoughts at Covino and Rich. Bryce Harper, fun video. You can check it out. Spot showed it on our YouTube channel, but it's all over social media today. And speaking of our pal KFC from Barstool.
Yeah. Great guy. He was a guest on Overpromised. If you missed any of those shows, they're on the YouTube page at Covino and Rich FSR.
He was talking about something we were talking about, so it's like it's funny when you're on the same page as some of your, I guess you would say your peers, right?
Mm-hmm.
The last time the Knicks were in the NBA Finals, 99, you and I were saying, like, what were you doing the last time the Knicks were in the
99?
Finals? And it was like,
I was working at K-Rock, New York.
And,
driving the station van.
You were on AOL chats, and you were on like a desktop computer.
99?
You may have had a radio that you removed from the car.
I was rocking my Discman. Yeah, I think I probably did. Yeah, I had a 98 Accord with the removable face and the 10-disc changer. For sure. That was 98, 99.
The last time the Knicks were in the NBA Finals, we were all sort of worried about, like, what's going to happen with the Y2K?
Mm-hmm.
It's a long time ago. So you can understand, back to the NBA, why Knicks fans are fired up.
Dude, I was living at home with my parents.
Well, you lived at home with your parents until you were almost 30.
But still, I was living at home with my parents.
Covino lived with his parents so long that he told women, old people rented from him upstairs.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, what we got to do next? Something we do every week. We usually do it on Mondays, but we were in for DP yesterday. So a special Tuesday edition of Last One Standing.
But the big announcement is the new summer giveaway.
Yes. Make sure you get onto our YouTube channel right now. Because I'm sure Spotty's going to put the image up. Now, these are just being ordered, so we're going to have to start out by doing some IOUs. So appreciate your patience if you do win. But this is going to be a fun summer prize because everybody loves the grilling.
I gotta stop you because my mom has already put in a request. This is
I bet she has.
My mom gave me the, it'd be nice if you gave your mother one.
Oh, here we go. These are going to get, everyone in Covino's family thinks they're going to get one of these for Christmas.
Uncle Joe wants one. Everybody wants one.
See, we already have the C&R koozies, so Spot and I put our heads together, and that's like half a brain.
Okay.
And last month we were thinking, what would be great for like a summer prize package?
It'd be great if you gave your mother one.
So we came up with C&R Grilling Aprons.
Yeah.
Very cool with the pockets. Wow. Your caricatures of your guys' faces are on the aprons. That's the only bad part. And then you got the nice Fox Sports Radio logo and the C&R logo on there. Spotty's showing it on the screen right now on the YouTube channel. This is going to be a fun prize throughout the summer, and one size fits all.
One size fits most, and you could rub your dirty barbecue fingers all over Rich's face.
And if you are watching our YouTube channel, the Covino and Rich FSR YouTube channel, see where their faces are?
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be on the belly and not down there by the junk. Looks like you two are gazing on that model.
My thought, Danny
male
G,
model.
My thought is that if we render it differently and our faces face each other more, it looks like Oh, Spot made a rendering with a hot dog we're sharing.
Yeah, we're Lady and the Tramping the hot dog.
Yeah, so
Lady and the Tramp style.
That's the new prize.
All right, so you have a chance to win one of the first C&R Summer Grilling Aprons right now.
Perfect.
Call up and be a contestant for Last One Standing.
All right, 877-99 on Fox. We do that next right here. Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio.
If you're skilled in manufacturing, your next job shouldn't be hard to find, and it shouldn't slow your career down. Express Employment Professionals connect skilled workers with contract and full-time manufacturing jobs at companies that need talent right now.
Hey, guys, go to expresspros.com. You can find a location near you. Your local Express office understands manufacturing and works with companies at every level of production. That means real opportunities for machinists, welders, assemblers, quality control inspectors, maintenance techs, production managers, and more.
When you turn to Express Employment Professionals for your job search, you're working with staffing leaders in manufacturing, backed by global resources with local teams who know the industry and the employers in your community.
Whether you're looking to build your skills, take the next step in your career, or find an opportunity in manufacturing, Express is ready to help connect you where you're needed most.
The online job search can be frustrating, a black hole of applications, so call your local Express office to put people back in the hiring process.
Visit expresspros.com to find your local Express Employment Professionals office today. The fight extends to the New York Football Giants, or does it? Apparently, it's been all cleared up. But if you missed this over the weekend, Jaxson Dart introduced President Trump at an event in New York.
I'm grateful, I'm honored, I'm pleasured to introduce the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, President Donald J. Trump.
Here's the thing. He introduces Trump, and Abdul Carter, a guy that was drafted in the same class as him, teammates, leader on the offense, leader on the defense, two New York Football Giants. Carter went on social media. He was like, yo, what are we doing? I thought this was AI. He couldn't believe that Dart would do that, and then it started a whole...
But hold on the flip side.
Francisco Dart.
On the flip side, everyone has to believe what Abdul Carter believes. So, there's two ways to look at this.
No,
I think people need to be able to coexist despite their political leanings.
Well,
that's our right as Americans.
I've seen,
on this Memorial Day.
I've seen many people talk about how every locker room, every clubhouse is going to be a mix of people with different political ideals, religious beliefs, everything.
And it's always been that
way.
way.
And you come together on the field as a team. You think that you're going to hit any locker room in any sport and have political cohesion? Every locker room in America, every clubhouse, I hate to tell you, it's 50-50.
Hey, let me ask you this. Ready? The president asks you, forget about your political leanings, right? Because I like to think Rich and I are right there down the middle somewhere, depending on where we are. If we're here in L.A., we're too leaning on the right. If we're, in Texas, we're too leaning on the left. It just depends where we are.
Yeah, depends on who you talk to. If you're down the middle, and you talk to a super liberal, they'll tell you you're a Trumper.
Right.
If you're down the middle and talk to someone super Republican, they'll call you a liberal weenie.
It depends where you stand. That's where we are, really.
Yeah.
We think we're in the middle somewhere. Now, if someone asked your sorry ass to introduce the president. Have we forgotten, political association aside, that that's supposed to be an honor? Was Jaxson Dart supposed to say, you know what, I thought about it? No.
That's how some people are saying.
So you would be pleasured too?
My point, yeah, I would be pleasured, Danny G, because just like people that show up at the White House, it's an honor regardless, right? You put those feelings aside for a minute, and that's how I feel. I feel like he did what was expected of him, and he put the Giants, let's go blue out there, and he represented. I think, if anything, the worst part of it is Abdul Carter throwing his view out there publicly.
Yeah.
Like, if he had a problem with it.
I think he since said we're all good. But
No. But he said, are we really doing this?
To start off, it looked like there could be a beef. But
that shouldn't be a public statement. That should be like, yo, man.
I agree. But, Rich, you said we should all be able to understand it's 50-50, it's split, it's okay. But your Mets, in your Mets locker room, just last season proved that not everybody can get along.
Noah Syndergaard was on a podcast recently saying that Brandon Nimmo and Pete Alonso were two of his most Republican-leaning teammates of all. And we all know that Lindor and his wife are super New York City, Mondami, liberal type. So there is dissension at times, and it sucks, right? Because you would think that you have a lot of friends across the political spectrum, and you would think you could all get along.
Why does everybody think that we should all have the same views? We're not all from the same background. We're not all from the same states, same places, same income bracket. We're all different people. So I think Abdul Carter's more on the wrong for making it public. Now, I got a problem with what you did. As far as I know, Jaxson Dart isn't preaching in the locker room who to vote for and what they should think.
By introducing Trump, don't listen to me. By introducing Trump, you could argue Jaxson Dart led his political leanings, and then Abdul Carter, by responding, showed his political leanings.
Yeah, but
now they're saying
one was
everything.
An honor. One was a stupid tweet that could have been said in the locker room, like, "Yo, man, I don't agree with what you did, but maybe I don't want that to get in the way of our progress."
Abdul Carter,
that was the misstep. The misstep was that.
But Abdul Carter has since said, like, "Yo, you guys can continue with your BS narratives. Me and Jaxson Dart are cool. We talked." Whatever that means.
It shouldn't have went out public, period.
But I guess the bigger question is whether or not you are whether or not it's Trump, Obama, Bush, Clinton, anyone, if you were offered to introduce the president,
that's my point,
or go to the White House,
any one of those dudes, I'd be like, I guess.
Professional wrestling fans, the action continues every week. TNA Thursday Night Impact every week. Don't miss the adrenaline, the drama, and the total nonstop action as you watch your favorite TNA wrestling stars. For showtimes and more information, visit TNAWrestling.com.
Hey, speaking of wrestling, check out my luchador mask. On a Taco Tuesday, Vato Loco.
Just to remind us?
Yeah, man. My Foo Fighters shirt. Andy Rivera, one of our listeners, gave me this. Because he's a Team Covino guy. Just like Ian, who's wearing a Steve Covino sweatshirt as we speak.
Oh, that's not Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
That's right. That's what SC stands for.
He'll be on my... That's what SC stands for, right? Steve Covino.
Wow.
So, anyway, we're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Ian is our fact checker. We're getting ready to play a game. But for over 40 years, TireRack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation.
Let me tell you, Tire Rack, when you go to TireRack.com, you're getting tire buying the way it should be. And when you got to go number 2, be sure to bring the number 1 product in clean, Dude Wipes. Why? It's simple. Wetter just cleans better. So switch to the wet, extra-large, flushable Dude Wipes for a confident clean, available at Amazon, all major retailers nationwide. Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down. And now it's time to play a game that stresses everyone out, but it's a lot of fun. We'll give away a prize. Have some fun with not mid, what am I talking about?
And by the way, not just a prize, the prize, the hottest prize of the summer.
I'm freaking out already.
Our brand new summer barbecue apron and some koozies. It's a summer prize pack.
Guys, it's the last one standing.
You have 5 seconds to battle for your sports trivia life.
Man, I don't got it.
Put your electronic devices down and pick your sports knowledge up. It's C&R's Last One Standing.
Last one standing.
All right, I have 4 categories ready to go if needed, a tiebreaker. Each contestant gets 5 seconds to stay alive in the round. If you run out of time or answer incorrectly, Iowa Samuel takes you out with his big bad buzzer.
No.
You don't want to hear that. If you win 2 of the rounds, you're the top dog. Here are the contestants. 13-time winner Steve Covino right over there.
Stuck on that unlucky A-Rod number 13. Or is it good luck, Brock Purdy?
I don't know.
Next to Cove, 20-time winner Rich Davis.
Yeah, buddies.
And in for the grand champion, 45-time winner Dan Byer is 4-time winner Isaac Lowenkron.
I won't need the 5 seconds.
Let's go,
That's
Con.
all
Let's
right.
do this.
I got to go to the studio line, see who's playing for this brand new C&R prize. Ilo, I'll use you for this. Would you love to travel to beautiful Louisville, Kentucky, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Missoula, Montana, Albany, Oregon, Sacramento, California, or Schenectady, New York?
I will go with Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville.
Whoa.
That is Coleman.
Yo, Coleman. Coleman Domingo. What up? What up, bro?
What's up, y'all?
Hey, man. Hey, man, I got one of your coolers, bro.
What do you?
I got one of your coolie cups. I just need the apron now.
Oh, nice. What do you do for a living there in Kentucky?
I'm an engineer.
Oh, engineer. Very cool. All right. In for spot. Fact checking as.
That's awesome. Rich loves choo-choo trains.
No, it means he's smarter than all of us combined.
Oh, my bad.
Covino mentioned it a few minutes ago. Ian is in the house, fact checking the game. So
with his Steve Covino sweatshirt on. Yeah.
Be patient as he checks your answer. All right, first category. Clock's going to start as I say your name. First category is called Rebounds Just Fell from the Ceiling. You have 5 seconds to name an NBA team who Dennis Rodman had at least 26 or more rebounds against in a single game.
Oh, against. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that he played 4.
No, he pulled at least 26 or more rebounds against these teams in a single game. There's 15 answers on the board. Wow. Covino, we start. Yeah, dude was a monster. Covino, we start with you right now. Go.
Let's go with the New York Knickerbockers.
I don't think the Knicks are here.
Right out the gate,
better
loser.
double check.
Yeah.
You fool.
Man.
All right, we go to Rich.
Am I up? Okay, here we go. Assuming, I'm not even going to give you my reasoning. I'll stick with it. The Celtics.
The Celtics are not on the list either.
Double loser.
What?
Ilo.
There might be a strategy here. Milwaukee Bucks.
The Bucks are on the list. He had 26 exactly against them.
Nice.
Wow.
All right, Coleman.
The Bulls.
Bulls when he played against them.
The Bulls are not on the list. Never did it
They're
against them.
they're under 26. That means Ilo wins that round already.
Ilo, my rationale.
Okay,
let me give you mine first.
You go ahead.
My rationale, and I failed, was I thought Celtics, he had to have played quite a bit against when he was on the Bulls and the Pistons. And a lot of times also in the playoffs. I was wrong.
Yeah.
No, you were actually right because my rationale was the Bulls and the Pistons were both Central Division teams, so let's go to the other Central Division teams. But the NBA schedule doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
You play other divisional teams in your conference the same as teams in your own division. So you were actually more right than I was.
By the way, his high against the Knicks was 20. The Celtics, he just missed out at 25 there.
I can't believe the Knicks or the Celtics were an answer. I was thinking Piston days. I was thinking,
Check this out. He pulled down 34 against the Pacers.
Damn.
That was his career high. Amazing. All right, we're going to move on now to the second category. Ilo trying to get another one for the win here. Second category called Crushin' 2026. You have 5 seconds to name an MLB player who currently leads MLB in home runs. We'll take the top 23, so that's 12 homers or more. All right, and we go in reverse order. Coleman, that means you're up first, starting right now. Go.
Judge.
He says
Aaron Judge. Yep. 17 homers.
Ilo.
I'm going to have to pass on this one, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay. Rich.
Kyle Schwarber.
Schwarber's number 1, 21 homers.
Covino.
Jordan Alvarez.
Alvarez, yep, he's number 4 with 16.
Coleman.
Ben Rice.
Ben Rice.
Yep, he's there, number 4 with 16.
Ooh, good answer.
Yeah, good bull. Rich.
Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna is not on the list.
Damn.
Sorry, Rich.
Covino.
Eugenio Suarez.
Not on the list either.
Oh, come on.
Man. That means the last one standing is
Yeah, Coleman.
Coleman, halfway to a C&R Summer Grilling
I was going to say
Apron.
Trout because I know he just went yard 2, but I don't know how many he's got. He is
there. Yeah, he's
Son
number
of a
11 with
bee.
13.
Yeah, give us some of the other names,
The
Ian.
worst part of this game is not going with your instinct, man.
Yeah, some other names. Byron Buxton was also tied for 4th with 16.
Can I tell you my one thing I messed up on? I'm not even lying. The part of the fun of this game is when you just blank.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the Japanese slugger on the White Sox. And
You should have said the Southside Samurai.
Murakami, but I was in my mind, I'm like, Murasaki? And I was like, just not. I couldn't.
Be careful. Don't touch it.
Yeah, no, I couldn't. I didn't want to give her a wrong name. Yeah.
All right, so Ilo and Coleman on the board. We go to the third category. Rich is going to love this. It's titled Season of the Subjective. You have 5 seconds to name an NFL team who just yesterday were ranked by Yahoo Sports as top 15 going into this upcoming season.
Okay.
All right, so these are power rankings, the Memorial Day edition, Yahoo Sports. Covino, you're up first, starting right now. Go.
Well, we sort of just talked about this recently. I think with Patrick Mahomes coming back, Reed's still there. You got Kelsey with something to play for. I think with a healthy Mahomes, you got the Chiefs in there.
Chiefs just made it. They are 15 on the list, but yes.
That was a big explanation for a weak-ass answer.
Because we just talked about it, and I believe that.
No.
Rich.
Buffalo Bills.
Bills are number 2.
Boom. Ilo.
Got to pass on this one, too. Sorry.
Yeah, just so you know, Ilo has some breaking news we're going to do right after the game.
He's like an investigative reporter. He put on his John Stossel mustache.
I like it.
I appreciate that.
Coleman.
The Rams.
The Rams.
Rams are number 3, yes.
Boom. Covino, back to you.
Let's go with the Patriots.
Patriots are number 13. They are on the list.
Ooh, Rich.
49ers.
Niners are number 4.
Coleman.
Seahawks.
Yep, that's the number 1 team, Seahawks.
Numero uno. Covino.
Ravens.
Ravens are number 5.
Rich.
The Denver Broncos.
Broncos made it as well. They're number 6.
Coleman.
Bears.
Bears are number 7. You guys
The
are
Bears.
rattling them off in
Yeah,
order.
man. Covino.
Anyone say the Bills?
I did.
Yes.
Bills has been said.
Ah, dang it.
3, 2,
Eagles.
1.
Eagles are number 10. Good save.
Bam.
Rich.
Now we're at the part of the list that gets a little dicey and subjective, as Danny G said.
3, 2,
Houston
1.
Texans.
They squeezed in. They're number 11. I say squeezed in. They're
Okay.
pretty comfortable.
Coleman.
The Broncos.
Broncos has been said.
Bengals.
Bengals are number 12. Nice job.
Nice. Covino.
Cowboys.
No
I
Cowboys.
did just outside the top 15.
Son of a...
Yeah. All right, Rich. 2, 1.
Lions.
Lions are number 9. There you go.
Saved it. Coleman.
Jaguars.
Jaguars are number 14.
Boom. Back to Rich.
How many
What
you
a
have
battle.
left?
I don't even know how many you guys haven't said. Not very many.
Man, I don't believe in this answer, but I'm going to give it anyway because it might be there. Packers?
Packers are number 8.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they're going to take a step back.
Back to Coleman. We got a couple left here.
Has Chargers been said?
Nope. You said it.
I do not see Chargers here.
They are outside the top 15. That means Rich wins that round.
There you go.
All right, so we have a 3-way tie between Ilo, Coleman, and Rich. And we need to get to the breaking news.
And
After
then-
that, we will finish with our tie break.
Question, who do we miss here, by the way?
Yeah, give us some of the teams they didn't say
Anyone
in the
see
top
the Steelers?
15, Ian.
No, but they're
No
they're
one-
outside looking in too.
I think you guys got all of them. I'm not seeing any that weren't said.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think we covered them all.
Nice. All right.
There you
Great job, everybody. And
Great job.
Again, Coleman, stand by.
Great
because you have
job.
your chance to win the new apron.
Great
and
job.
Our summer set with the koozies and everything.
Look at Ilo, hard at work, giving us a mulligan, even though he still made it to the finals. Let's go to Ilo for some breaking news and an update. What's going on, Isaac Wellington?
Breaking breaking news from Fox Sports.
Green Bay Packers three-time Pro Bowl running back Josh Jacobs was arrested today just outside of Green Bay and booked on 5 domestic abuse charges, including battery, strangulation and suffocation, and intimidation of a victim. The initial complaint that led to Jacobs' arrest was made at about 8:30 this past Saturday morning. That's the breaking news. Would you like me to continue with more items or go back to the game?
Yeah,
okay, we'll continue with more items.
What else? Let's do it.
Okay, we also have another NFL item to tell you about. Patrick Mahomes participated in at least a portion of Kansas City Chiefs OTAs today. The Chiefs just posted a video of Mahomes dropping back and throwing a pass while wearing a large brace on his left leg. Mahomes tore his left ACL and LCL last December 14th. Mahomes, by the way, then reposted the video and added a clock emoji.
That was the cryptic social media buzz last night, which was like, what does the clock mean? It's like time ticking. Is football coming sooner than we think? Is he going to be ready for week one? Like, there's a lot of speculation.
I mean, I would at this point I would be surprised if he's not ready for week one the way it's going. In the NBA, The Athletic reported the Cleveland Cavaliers plan to retain head coach Kenny Atkinson and are not expected to make major changes to their front office or coaching staff. Finally, in college football, the NCAA denied Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby's petition to be reinstated for 2026. He was declared ineligible last week due to his involvement in gambling. And again, repeating our top story, Green Bay Packers running back Josh Jacobs, a 3-time Pro Bowler, arrested today just outside of Green Bay, booked on 5 domestic abuse charges, including battery, strangulation and suffocation, and intimidation of a victim. This news breaking just moments ago. Fellas, back to you.
Jeez. Thank you, Lowenkron. And Fox Sports Radio, stick around for the conclusion of Last One Standing, our very special Tuesday edition, which means Big Poppy stopped by yesterday. If you missed it on the Dan Patrick Show, catch it on YouTube. So we got your chance to win prizes next right here on Fox Sports Radio.
I know every sports season is built on preparation, studying the trends and making the necessary adjustments to reach the ultimate goal.
Investing deserves the same approach. With Webull, you have access to real-time market data, advanced tools, and an intuitive app designed to help you make informed decisions. Whether you're actively trading stocks, options, ETFs, and more, or playing for the long term, for you and your family with IRAs, cash management, and custodial accounts for children, Webull gives you the tools to invest your way, all in one platform.
And if you're looking to take your preparation to the next level, check out Webull's Learn Resources and join their in-app community. They got a feed where they discuss investing trends and happenings with 25 million users globally.
And now, to help streamline your trading activities and elevate your strategy, try Vega, Webull's personal market AI assistant that could give real-time market analysis, watch list insights, and alerts when earnings drop.
So get your financial portfolio game day ready with the Webull app or visit Webull.com.
Webull Financial LLC, member SIPC FINRA. Investing involves risk. For more information, visit Webull.com/disclosure.
The Cardinals are a little lost at QB right now. So if you're saying Jacoby Brissett, your resume speaks for itself. You've been a suitable backup/spot starter, but you are our starter. He's not asking for Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Brock Purdy, Josh Allen type of money. He's not saying I want $50, $60 million. But don't you think if you're a starting quarterback in the NFL, just by pure comparison and pure numbers, any starting quarterback should be in the a minimum 20-something million?
That's less than half of some of those guys
You mentioned. Good math, Steve.
No, seriously. I mean, I think he's got a point there. So we're quick to take the side of the player over the organization. You always got to fight for the little guy, right? We're talking billion-dollar franchises and a quarterback that gets, a certain amount of time to make his money in his life and in his career. You could say that he's got this opportunity, but you could also say that he's earned this opportunity. If there's someone better, then why don't they have him? So regardless of what they think about him, he's got the starting job. Does he deserve $40 to $60 million? No. But, 20 million? Absolutely. I mean, he's the starting quarterback of an NFL team.
Danny, I'll do a little more digging during the break interview, but I'm not seeing exact numbers. But
I have the latest article about this pulled up. It says he is seeking at least $20 million for this year. Stats. His numbers stand up. He passed for 3,366 yards and 23 TDs, career highs. From week 6 on, when he took over as the starter for AZ, he was first in the league in completions and passing attempts. He was second in passing yards.
So like we said, he earned it, right?
Yeah,
it's not like he's a charity sort of case here. He earned this position.
Now, they only got one win out of that, so the W's weren't there. That's a team thing.
Then if there's someone better, then get him. He's the guy, right? Kyler Murray was making over 46 a year.
Rick hit us up and he goes, guys, Jacoby Brissett is ass. Come on.
But he's not asking for Kyler Murray money.
And
it's what the position calls for. So, for example, put yourself in that perspective in that situation. If you and I were, working and we got the Dan Patrick gig, right? Yeah. I'm not expecting Dan Patrick money. Well, I shouldn't say that out loud, should I?
No.
Right? But you want to get something in between because you earned it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. If you're starting in the NFL,
because you're still doing the same job.
It's a step ladder. They need to meet you halfway up that ladder.
There's 32 NFL teams. That means you are one of 32 men that got a starting job in the NFL.
People just don't like the story because even $20 million sounds like a lot to the average fella. But when you're saying that's half of what other players made at that position, at the Cardinals especially. Like I said, Kyler Murray was making over 46. Look what he did.
Think about some of the great deals that were considered bargains when guys like Baker Mayfield and Super Bowl champion Sam Darnold made in the $30 to $40 million range. What were they considered? Bargains.
Anyone under the moon would expect something competitive if they're doing that job. It doesn't mean he deserves superstar money. It doesn't mean he should be making Jalen Hurts is not even top 10. He's making $51 million a year.
Yeah.
He's saying 20-something. I think that's fair in the NFL for a starting quarterback.
Put it in perspective to the average guy. If you're working at an office, middle management, maybe young dude or young woman in the workplace, and you're on your come up, and your contemporaries are all making 6 figures, and you're like, could I at least make half of that? He's asking for half of the going rate, essentially.
Well, the top is
going rate.
Dak Prescott, the newly coveted, hottest item in town, the Covino and Rich apron. Which, by the way, if you win, we do request a picture of you in the apron, just the apron. Just the apron.
Mm-hmm. Anytime I hear the song, if you got kids, I picture Johnny the Gorilla singing this.
Yes.
Danny, I know you're watching that movie all the time with your kid, I bet, right?
Now,
Sing's a good one.
If you're skilled in manufacturing, skip the online job search nightmare. Express Employment Pros connects skilled machinists, welders, and technicians with contract and full-time manufacturing jobs. And it's time to get your financial portfolio game ready. With Webull, get powerful investing tools and real-time data.
You said it.
All in one platform. Get started by downloading the Webull app today or visiting Webull.com.
Webull Financial, LLC, member SIPC FINRA. Investing involves risk. For more information, visit Webull.com/disclosures.
And now back to the host of Last One Standing, our very special Tuesday edition. It feels like a Monday, but it's Tuesday. Danny G.
Yay. All right, let's get Coleman back on the line from Kentucky.
Coleman.
Hey, Coleman, you ready for the tie break?
Let's go.
All right, here we go, guys. By the way, man, lit up lines for this new grilling apron from C&R. This is going to be popular this summer.
It's a good-looking apron, man.
All right. Here we go with the tie break. It's whoever comes closest. Just buzz in with your name when you're ready. This is between Rich, Coleman, and Ilo. The longest NFL game by game time, so time actively played, was the 1971 Christmas Day matchup between the Dolphins and the Chiefs. How many minutes on the field were played? How many minutes on the field were played?
Isaac.
Wait, hold on now. Hold on. It's
So
whoever's
not
closest, right? I don't
right.
want to guess based off of your answer. I want to understand the question better. So
write it down.
So regulation.
So Rich,
Okay.
it was because of a couple of weather delays. It was like 7 hours.
Okay.
And
Whoa,
this is
no. Okay, well, you said time of game.
so actively played on the the clock time.
Well, not
Do you
the
see what
clock.
I'm
Do you
saying?
mean like not the game clock, like the human clock?
Like human clock, not the game clock. Look, so I'm sorry. Was it Dolphins Chiefs 71?
It was.
Okay, then you're talking about game clock.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'm confused.
Game clock.
It's game clock. So you're not saying 7 hours. You're saying how many minutes?
Minutes of playing game
yes,
time.
actively played. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
I didn't think it was that confusing.
Okay. Can
All
I?
right. Yes, go for it, Ilo.
80.
80. Rich.
I mean, I tap out. I don't understand the question. A game is 60 minutes. A game is 60 minutes. Overtime could be over the years probably varied 10 or 15 minutes. So 75 minutes.
75. Okay.
And Coleman.
81.
81. Wow.
Smart move by Coleman, by the way.
Very smart move because the actual retail answer, 82 minutes and 40 seconds. Holy smokes. Coleman wins a C&R Grilling Apron.
By the way, when's the last time a caller won last one standing? It's been a minute.
It's been a hot second, especially in the tiebreak.
Yeah,
And by the way,
congrats.
Danny, I'm not dissing your question. I'm still confused.
Yeah, I mean,
explain it.
Yeah, it was a playoff game. It's the only playoff game in NFL history that was not decided in the first overtime, so they actually went into double overtime. So you have 60 minutes of regulation. 15 minutes of the first overtime takes you to 75, and then 7 minutes into the second overtime, Garo Yepremian kicks the game-winning field goal at Old Municipal Stadium in Kansas City.
Ilo, you were so close, though. 80 minutes. But, hey, Coleman, congratulations.
Coleman,
hey,
man. You
played
get
it
this,
right. Congrats.
You get this in. No, go for it. I was just gonna say that the studio lines are still ringing because after we showed the picture of the apron, people are saying, "Am I too late to play?"
All right. Well, you know what? You're not, because tomorrow we'll figure out a way to give away more because we're going to do Mike Who Runs This Take. Actually, we're going to maybe skip
you
that.
know what? We're going to have a game tomorrow for this new C&R Summer Grilling Apron.
Ooh, perfect. Plus, we also got midweek major every
because
Wednesday.
We found out before the show today that Big Mike is playing hooky tomorrow.
Yeah, he's got he's got the day off. So we'll find a way to give away more, and there's always games here on the Covino and Rich Show. Thank you, Coleman, for playing. We appreciate it. And if you want an extra chance at winning the coveted summer prize pack with the apron and the koozies and everything, if you leave a sweet review on Apple Podcasts, just search Covino and Rich and leave a nice review. Danny G sees it and he emails you, you qualify to win. So thank you guys very much for hanging out. And thank you, Ian, for fact-checking, and thank you, Fox Sports Radio Nation, for chilling with us.
A guy named Coleman was the first to win a grilling apron? I love that.
Hey,
Coleman. Yeah, look at that.
That's right.
Question for you guys before we get out of here. It's a real quickie. Do you believe that young players could be figured out and that's it? Or do you think sometimes a young player in any sport is figured out and then they adjust if they're talented enough and it goes back and forth? Because Mets pitcher Nolan McLean was unhittable last year, so much so that before he was officially even a rookie, he was on Team USA. And this year, his ERA is jumping in between 4 and 5, and he's been getting rocked. I mean, you've seen his movement.
I do. He's throwing wiffle balls out there. He's got great movement.
But his ERA,
I think
but he's given up like 6 spots and 7 spots, and like
the analytics come out, people figure out, ways to beat this dude. Now he has to adjust, especially baseball. It's all about adjusting. How many dudes come up to the bigs and they start hitting bombs, and then people realize, yeah, but he can't hit the inside fastball, and then they start throwing it or the curveball, and they figure him out. It's up to that player to make those adjustments, and that's how you stay in the big leagues. So
wild,
now,
because
if he's a crafty pitcher, he has to figure out how to counteract what they figured out about him.
Because if you remember last year, he was lights out, but wasn't technically, he didn't pitch enough to be considered rookie. He was the Vegas favorite, one of them at least, to be rookie of the year this year because he was eligible. and the guy's been getting rocked. So
some players grand opening, grand closing.
So in all of sports, I think baseball, like you said, in particular, my goodness, there are guys that get their chance, they light it up, and then they get figured out. And hopefully that's not the case for Nolan McLean.
Really quick, who you guys got tonight, Spurs or Thunder?
Spurs, dude.
Yeah, I'm going Spurs on this one. I agree with Rich, but it's going to be exciting to watch. Game 5 tonight, and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
My wife's family's from outside of San Antonio. I have to say
Yeah.
Spurs. But I do want them to win anyway. I think
And-
Spurs-Knicks is a win for everyone.
And also the Golden Knights can sweep in Vegas tonight.
Well, enjoy both of those things and have fun. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Until then, arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
Goodbye.
Good night. Later.